Hopefully you were familiar with bass clef and treble clef. So the previous video and subject was very easy to get through, and you are already recognizing notes in both clefs. But here might be our first topic you're not familiar with. It's what we call octave designations. So for example, this middle C, we're not simply just going to call that C anymore, because there are quite a few C's on this grand staff. Instead, we're now going to give it what we call a numerical suffix, basically a number that comes after the letter. And it tells us what octave we are using. For instance, this middle C is actually C4. And how numerical suffixes work is we take a C up to a B, and those will all be a certain number. So, for instance, this C4 to this B right here, all of those will be 4s. So that's C4, and this is B4. Now, once we get past that B, this C right here will now be C5. And that C5 all the way up to the next B will be 5s. Now I understand that this is a little awkward considering that we have an alphabet that goes from A to G, but we're actually using the notes from C to B. So think of numerical suffixes as using the C major scale rather than the letters of the alphabet. And we can also go down. So that's C4. The note right below it would be a B, and the numerical suffix would be 3. And so from that B down to the C would all be 3s. And that's how numerical suffixes work. There is a helpful chart where you can see all of the numerical suffixes all the way through the grand staff, and that can also be very helpful.